N'est-ce pas une des causes de la Révolution?
Let's see. Incriminating evidence. Incriminating evidence. Publiciste de la Révolution. Interesting, but not particularly helpful.
Monsieur. Hein?
Hardly the sort of thing to topple a tyrant with.
In order to raise its thoughts and vows to the great beings
A letter.
who gave it the mission to undertake these efforts and the strength.
Monsieur Robespierre, take care that you do not allow your personal ambitions to come before the great work.
In the hearts of men, the code of justice and equality, right there, the just.
Interesting, but not particularly helpful. Looks like a diary.
Time decreed the republic
At exactly 5 in the morning.
and justice, the order of the day for all centuries and for all people.
Not quite what I'm looking for.
He did not create change to devour the human species. Neither did he create freaks to harness us like brute beasts to the carriages of peace. Give the world the example
Merlin, Tallien, Bourdon. These are all deputies of the National Convention.
he created the universe to celebrate his power.
Lists of political figures written in the hand of a man fond of sending his rivals to the guillotine. Yes, you should do nicely.
Together in an immense chain of love and happiness. Perish the tyrants who have dared to break it. Friends, Republicans, it is up to you to cleanse the earth they have sullied and to restore the justice they have banished from it. Liberty and virtue together as the supreme being. One cannot abide among men without fear. Generous people, do you want to triumph over all your enemies? And render to the supreme being the only form of worship worthy of him.
Well,
A list of names. 50 or so deputies of the National Convention, all written in Robespierre's hand and all opposed to him.
I imagine those good gentlemen would be quite interested to know they're on that list. But first, Monsieur Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Strike the guards, I have an idea.
Distract the guards. Right.
armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poison of atheism. They can no more tear the world from armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism.
Away with you!
Terribly sorry.
That would be people fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the compassionate for the unfortunate and natural. We must be compassionate toward the good. Generous, compassionate toward the unfortunate and inexorable. We must be generous for the good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked.
Monsieur Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Strike the guards. I have an idea.
Distract the guards.
Or on anything
Right.
that depends upon the fortune or perversity of another. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. Their sacrilegious conspiracies. People fear no more their people fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies.
Oh, Tom. You, out, now! What an odd fella.
People fear no more.
I see ya!
Sacrilegious conspiracies.
Sorry, but you're not allowed to be here.
Cut you down!
Toward the unfortunate and inexorable. We must be compassionate toward the good. Generous, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the good. We must be generous for the good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked.
Get over here! I'll gut you along with the other soddy traitors!
Ça leur donnera un avant-goût de l'enfer.
Holy of atheism, they can no more tear the world from armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poison of atheism. They can no more tear the world from the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. People. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracy. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world from. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. It is wisdom, bravo, that our guilty enemies compassionate toward the unfortunate and inexorable. We must be compassionate toward the unfortunate. Generous, compassionate toward the unfortunate and inexorable. We must be generous toward the unfortunate, compassionate toward the unfortunate and inexorable.
Powdered agate. Causes hallucinations. This will make him look mad. Now we have to make him look dangerous.
The list of names.
It must fall into the right hands, anonymously. If our involvement gets out, it'll tip Germain off.
Leave that part to me.